biz doc Nick Bontis is back with us once again, and we're going to Yelp. Yelp sounds like either a dog in trouble or help, sort of an SOS, Nick.
Yeah,
What's up this week?
It's a little bit of both. Yelp.com is a website that I want to introduce everybody to Always Good News because it's about customer reviews. So a lot of the viewers have heard of a website called TripAdvisor.com where we go check out hotels and resorts. Yelp.com does the same thing, except it does for businesses. So for example, restaurants, or real estate offices, or dentist offices. So what they've done is they've amassed tons of reviews from all these different cities. So you go to Yelp.com, log into your city, let's say New York City or whatever city you're in, and then you want to look up a restaurant, and it will have all the reviews of the customers in their database who commented on that particular restaurant. And it's quite an amazing site because it's actually grown phenomenally in the last couple of years.
So, how big is it? How big can it get?
It's pretty big already. 45 million people actually log on to Yelp to actually provide the reviews. It's amazing. And the actual company itself was actually going to be sold, and rumor has it on the street that they were going to be sold for $500 million. So it's a very, very large company, and that's what you want in a customer review website. You want to make sure there's tons and tons of people logging on all the time, leaving their reviews. Because you know how it always is with restaurants. You have, a small population that really love it and a small population that really hate it, but you want to have the bulk of the people giving you actually good added value information for it.
Sounds to me like a lot of scrolling down, though, somehow, with all these millions and millions.
I'll give you an example of how you could use it. So let's say that you wanted to go to a restaurant, and you heard that this restaurant, XYZ, was a fantastic restaurant. Very simple, XYZ on Yelp.com, and it gives you all the reviews, all the menu items, the pricing, certain nights that you should go when it's crowded, when you have to call in, where the best table to sit at is. So a lot of really insightful information is available.
And mobile technology is going to have a big bearing on where
you see where it's going.
That's
right. So you can imagine with the Yelp application now for the BlackBerry and the iPhone and all the tablets that when you're actually at the restaurant, and immediately after you leave the restaurant, you can actually type in your input right away so it goes and uploads to the regular website. And the other thing that we know is a lot of restaurants, for example, are using iPads and BlackBerry playbooks as their menus.
That's right.
So when the waiter shows up and gives you the iPad, and after you've done your order, and you finished eating, and then you pay your bill, you can actually give your review live right on iPad, right to Yelp.com right away.
Well, we've talked in the past how you can start advertising on these electronic menus. Where do we go from here?
So the next place that they're going to have in terms of the futures, they're going to integrate it with your smartphone, which means dynamic alerts. So what does dynamic alerts mean? Well, you could just imagine that restaurant that you went on to Yelp.com to look at, XYZ, but you never ended up going. But it knows that you went looking for information on XYZ. Well, you can see where this is going, right? It's 5 o'clock in the evening on a Saturday night, and all of a sudden you're hungry. And what does Yelp sends you an alert? Hey, I noticed you were on XYZ restaurant a couple of weeks ago. Well, guess what? We have some seating tonight. Oh, and by the way, on your smartphone, I've just sent you a QR code. Bring your smartphone with you to the restaurant and get 25% off.
And a good review for us in return.
That's right. So
could get annoying, I don't know, but
you can set up the alerts the way you want.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, Dr. Nick. We'll see you next time.
All right, take care.
Okay, excellent.